Hello gang, and welcome back to Ashburn Coast. I apologize for the last video if the audio quality was subpar. I've been trying to work on the audio and getting it sorted. I've got a new microphone, so it's just like playing with a new toy and trying to get the right settings to make sure I can get the audio right. And the old settings don't work with the new microphone, and we found that out last video. Anyway, moving on. Today we've got a lot to crack on with. Like I said last episode, we want to do some freight cargo with the trains over near the industrial area, but I thought we'd just start here and see how the shopping village was going. And I'll be honest, it's looking really good. The palm tree, I'm really glad we put the palm trees in, because it just adds that element of like, I don't know why I want to say luxury, but the whole strip looks luxurious. Like it just, I'm liking it. I'm happy with it. We can do a little flyby down here. I think the car parks turned out better than what I'd hoped, even though they're a little bit wobbly woo. Like they are really lumpy, bumpy and frumpy, but whatever. Okay, I don't have the best counsel in the world. We can't build flat things, obviously. But just to take you on a little tour up here, I just wanted to have a little play in my own time up the top here, just to put in a little sort of suburb section just up in here. We've got basically a little sort of cul-de-sac area that just sort of, well, this is more cul-de-sac here, and it sort of ends, but I wanted to have a bit of a turn point on the back there and just sort of set it up with a lot of forestry stuff around here. Like I was saying last time out, I use the expression green space a lot, but it is a key factor, and just putting in, I think, single homes spread apart just sometimes denotes a bit of a suburb area where there's a little like a lot of free land up there. And so I've done a couple of things like that. However, I would probably like to run another couple of little branch offs, particularly if we've got, now there's sidewalks there. Yeah, so something I probably prefer, turn this off. We're getting straight into it today, and then we'll go over and we'll work out the train stitch that we've been sort of looking at. Don't snap to the side of buildings. Yeah, leave the rest for me. I'm thinking like we just add a bit of a side street section there, but you know what? I kind of want to use these ones. Like that. What now? Why would that make you unhappy over here? Golly. And I kind of want to do that. And you can just have your section back. How does that sound? Take that off. The things we have to do, hey? You can just have a little natural walk-through path, sure. Okay? Okay, something like that. But don't take away my home. Yeah, I think just a couple of little side alley streets like this up here. Like something like that. And then clearly, they're about the same length. We can just put these little roundabout sections on the end. Like that. Just little dead-end streets like that, just to make the suburb area look a little bit more. And I was just literally just utilizing homes like this, right? Like that. Now, if I don't want you on there, I'd prefer you on there, but maybe we just have a bigger home there. Get one potentially with a pool. I like these ones here because they can, you know what, I don't really want row housing, and probably don't want them to back onto the main road so much. Give me that one there. Right. Let's go like a flatter one there. Oh, okay, we got two. Hey, big city. Big city living. All right. Okay, we'll pop that one there, and we'll get another one just in here. I probably would like a couple on here, maybe just a couple of... Are they not going to work on there? Because they want to work off this big main road up here. Okay, well, if I want to fix that, which I can simply... And we did it last time. We do it all the time. We can simply set that off as a keyway right there, right? To stop anything from building on the inside like that, right? Just switches those out. Right, we can do it all the way along there like that. So then it gives our building on that lane there. And I don't want big homes. I just want a couple of little small tiddlers, right? Because they are built on the main road. Like that. And then probably one up here. Yeah, sure. You can have that one. And let's get a smaller pool one there. And I'm not going to build one there because it's pretty close onto the road. I did want to have a little bit of back space between the back plots. And we could probably slap some trees down in between them. But you get the premise. And see, with all the tree work that's done, the neighborhood is kind of protected. Think of it that way. It's kind of got a bit of protection. I probably could have put a little split off section to have another little street just in here. And you know what? I think we might. We've got like to the edge there. And then it drops down over the top of the actual college that we put in last time. So we could pretty much go like straight off there. Oh, really, guys? Come on. Okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to stuff around with you this time. If you want to do that, I will rezone you. I will rezone all of you. That's just a mess. You guys appear to be okay, so I'm just going to leave you. We're going to go like that there, and then give me a pool one here. Sure, and then another one like that. That's probably what I'm going to do there. We've got a set of shops just here. We probably could put a set of shops here, but look, I've got also these little beautiful, wonderful buildings. If we zoom right in, look at these. Look, spend to rides, right? Maybe a little motorbike shop or something. Over here, we've got like a short market, so a little shopping market. And then look at these are fantastic little buildings. Patback Medical and another grocer store. These are just brilliant little stores to have in your little suburbs. And if you just keep the blocks really small. So what have we done here with these blocks? Little 3x2s. Well, that's even a 4 by... Oh, no, that's two 2x2s. So if you can just keep it to that. In fact, I could get another place just here like that, please. If you can just keep it to that, then... you know, you're laughing. Right, we're going to do that. And we're just going to keep this very, very... Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? I don't want to do that. I'm going to do something like I did there and just run a little little sort of a circle. Now, we just use this button here. Right? And we just literally do that. Can you get off there? Thanks. And then take that. And we get ourselves a nice little sort of ring road that we can... Yeah, sure. I'm not opposed to that. You know, just a little bit of natural building in there. We'll put in these little homes. We'll probably have some set on the inside, not so much on the outside of the property. Yeah, you can have a bigger one there. And we can have one like that. And then another smaller one there. Maybe a couple up here. Like that. And probably less so. Maybe that is as far as we'll go there. They sort of back onto each other. So I want to leave that space. And you can just do this throughout your own town, right? And that's probably as far as I want to go there because they are having to retain up. And in fact, I don't like that one at all. So we're going to go ahead and delete that one and get rid of it because I don't like how that is situated in there like that. The rest, that's fine. You're okay. You're acceptable. And the rest are acceptable. And that's kind of it for that little suburb section up there. And obviously this one can lead around that goes up into here, down over the top of the high school, which I haven't done anything with yet either. Nor have we done much more down along the beachfront. I do have to buy this square so I can finish on the beach because that's kind of annoying me. And then, yeah, I haven't done anything else down here since we were last down here. So let's crack on over to this area now. I think here's a couple of things we have to do. I think I really want to take this rail and send it under the motorway. So we're going to have to delete all this motorway back to about probably here. We're going to delete the motorway to about here. And then we're going to have to pick it up and send it over the top, which I think just going forward is going to be a lot better for the rail system we're going to have rolling through here. Now, I might need to buy this square. So we're going to go ahead now and purchase that just because, I mean, I may even need to buy that one. I don't really want to because we're not really utilizing it. We are probably going to be purchasing these down the track in the next few episodes though anyway. So the less we can purchase, remember with the new update, when you purchase a tile, it comes with a tile upkeep cost per month. So you just got to remember that. So each time, and they all add up, so they all compound and they all start adding up really to our cost. I mean, we're making good money. The more residents and stuff we start to get in, the more money we make, yes. But we still need to be careful when it comes to that. Right, so the plan was, if we just have a look here, the plan was to get this rail feeding in both directions. So we want to have it come from this way and this way up into our industrial area, where we are then going to put our cargo terminal so the trains can feed in there, right? And why do I want them coming from both directions? Well, simply put, we're going to need it for our port. When our port goes in to feed trains to our ports, our trains that we have at the port, and we're going to need it to feed to the edge of the map out to other cities, right? So we've got cities out that way, cities out that way, and we've got a connection up that way. So right now we have a train line that feeds up that way, and that way. So we just need to branch into those lines, and to do that we have to lift the motorway up. Right, so all this that we did last time, which I was really happy about, which took me ages to do because I'm not brilliant at building motorways, I'll be honest. It's probably the one thing that I am not great at, which means this whole road will need to be done. So I'm just going to take it to there, take this right back. And what we're going to do, I'm going to build the rail in first before I put the motorway back in. I'm going to take that back to there because it's on a bit of a wobbly woo anyway. And I'm going to delete you guys to there. Probably, I'd like to get you guys even-ish. So about there is where we're going to delete that too. And we're going to be able to get that. It's on a bit of a weird bend anyway. Yeah. Plus, we're going to have a tight squeeze up this way. We're going to have a bit of work we have to do up here. We might need to delete that, and that, and that, and that to get our... So I'm actually going to go ahead and just take that out, and then I can put the... I can put it all back when I've got it sorted. This road's going to have to come through. Wow, we got a lot of work to do here. Not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. We got a lot of work to do. So... let's work on getting... So basically, let's work on... Oops, I've just done something funny with the camera. Let's get our line up here. Well, remember all the trouble you had with this bridge too? Yeah, I do. Do you think we can sneak? We might be able to go, because that's higher up there. Okay, first things first. We're going to have to work backwards. We're going to have to work from this area down here, and then we can feed it all in. Then we can get the motorway back on. It's a bit of a build, but it's going to have to be our bit of a build. Now, because we are on a slope, we've got the river rolling down here, we're going to have to be mindful of that too. So our train line is actually going to be a bit higher coming over here. That's not a bad thing. Okay, I don't know how this is going to go. First of all, we're going to take our point from about here. I'm going to just bring this down. That's our point there, right? That's our point where the water actually... Where's the point? It's about there. The water looks like it could come in there. Let's try that. That's about our point there. I'm going to leave a little shoulder on the riverbank here. I am going to leave a shoulder there. The point I'm trying to make here is I don't want us to be too much higher than the road here, but high enough for the train line to get over, if that makes sense. So basically we're going to take all this back and then we'll reconstitute some of the land back in later on. And as long as we don't touch that bank, we should be okay. Now we have to come all the way back here because I need this road right here. It's going to be the road that feeds onto our cargo line. So we have to take all this mountain back, which is not a bad thing because we can put some more industrial up here. We can get some more farm work going in. Now, is that going to worry there? As long as I leave some embankment, we should be okay for that river to go down and around. And I have here, we just have to worry about flooding in the future, do we? Kind of. We should be okay. Right. Okay. Whatever. Now we... Famous last words, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's our flat padded area there. Can we take that over to here? And what does that do for this section just here? Well, I'll tell you what it does. It gives us the ability now to... Oh, don't do that too much. You don't want to... Take this down. Okay, that's what I'm thinking where it's going to be high for a bridge, by the way. I don't really want to mess with that too much when it comes to the river. And that's really high. Okay, I'll sort that out shortly. Let's get in. Let's get this in first. Well, hang on. The first bit, we have to take this road straight through, which is going to be the easy part. Easiest part, let's do that now. Get this road up through here. Bosh. Right. Next easiest part, put the cargo terminal in. Now, I want to leave space for... because, okay, we can just pop this here, right? That's fine. And the world rejoices. Hooray. We need to leave space for storage warehouses, right? We have to build it right on too, do we? We kind of do. So I need to leave space at the back here potentially, which is fine. How big is that? You're looking at... I just smacked the microphone with my chin. I apologize. I was really getting into the game. We're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 potentially. So to there, that is the point at which we can bring this back to. Right? And that leaves us a little bit of gap, right? So if we have a look at this now, bang, right? That's perfect. That's going to leave us enough gap to get a warehouse back there, which is fine. And it's going to give us a little bit of wiggle room here. Now, we do have the ability to have extra tracks, which we can work out later. For the moment, we're just going to work with the one track mind. But this is going to help start facilitating all of this gubbins here with import and export for our town, basically. I'm going to leave that all like that. We don't need to worry about that. Next, we're going to have to get this train track sorted, right? So, this is going to be the difficult part. Are we just going single track in here? I kind of want double track. I'm not going to lie. You're willing to give me a bridge there. What about if you were at 5 meters? Are you willing to give me a bridge there? You are willing to give me a bridge just there. Okay. What's the grade at which we then pull that down into there? 3.1%. I'm willing to take that. That's fine. Now we are going to have to, I might need to do something like this. Continuous, take that off. Take that off. Now this is the other key. Maybe we need to put this in now. That's also horrendous, Ham. Fix that up now. That is gross. Okay. So is that. So if we say we want to go from here, what are you going to do there? You're going to do some funny stuff, aren't you? So come up to about 7.5. I want to keep the rail like that. Okay, can we just have straight, please? If you do that, you're going to start blocking unless you do that. Right, and then that gives us some keyway sections there. That gives us that rail there. Look, I'm willing to probably just try and do it, you know. I don't want to fight the game too much on this. I do want to take that back a section just there. I really don't want to fight the game too much on this. Right? And I'll be honest, like it's the train's working uphill anyway. I'm not too fast on that, but it's how hard it's working uphill. I'm just wondering, that garbage truck is a good representation of that bridge. So that bridge is low enough. It's like it's high enough and low enough at the same time, right? It's probably at the height we need it to be. Do I mind these block sections of the Kiwis? No, I actually quite prefer them. What we're going to be doing here is we're actually going to try and bring that line now down flat-ish so we can marry up into these lines. But first, I'm going to have to try and get this over to here before this little like lake section just here. So probably fed under that way. And then we're going to have to feed another line which splits up along that way. So the line will deviate that way. Are we okay with this now? I'm somewhat okay. It just is what it is. You're not, because A, we're running downhill, and B, well, we're running downhill. Right, what did you want to do here? I want to get some of these back in, please. All this stuff I deleted before, that can go back in here. Potentially, ooh, let's see if we can, no, I don't want to put them there. I don't want to put them there. Let's just let that go. That's going to look quite good through there, I think. Having that line roll through, and I think it looks, yeah, I think it already looks quite good. What I want to do here, I want to establish this line heading over that way first. So I think our junction is probably going to come from, okay, let's see where we want to marry up to. Like, let's say we want to marry to here. All right, so we've got a line there. Oh, crikeys. We've got a line to there, and we're going to have a line heading that way also, right? And in fact, you could just sit along there for me like that, right? So there's our two directions that we want to head. Now, this one here, I don't know how this is going to go, but we need you to marry up basically to this through here. So what we need to do, probably going to need to grate this from here. Okay, hang on. The noise of the waterworks is, there's a bit of police action going on there. Okay, we're going to about here. Right? Oh, I mean, yes. Right. Let's work on this first now. We're going to have to get you. Oh, shut your face. What? It just did it. It did it. I'm not going to... The only thing is we've got a slight little dip here, which I can fix that easy enough. Oh, sorry. I'm quite eating the microphone at the moment. I can fix this easy enough. Because what we have to do now, right, so this is the, I'm going to take this because I want the ground to come up probably about here. So let's say that's our height there. No, that's our height there. That's our height there. Right, so I want the train line to be there. Let's just keep it going straight for the moment. Right, so that's where that goes to there. Take... I'll fix the land here shortly. Is that going up? That's going up. I need you to start coming down. Yeah, you're starting to come down. I need you to start coming down at about minus 2.8. We don't want to go too steep. Oh, what was that? Yeah, that's way too steep. Okay, we'll sort you out shortly. Take this away. Take that away because that's just all horrible. What? And now you've... Yeah, I was going to say, now you've given me water there. Okay. I don't want to press play because we're missing motorway too much. I need you, buddy. Maybe I just need to try and work this out. Yeah, maybe we need to just do it like this. So you're going to be coming that direction, right? What? As long as I keep my grading around the 3, we're going to be okay here. If I can get to 1.25 there at minus 3.5, I'll probably be willing to take that. That's not too bad. That's a gentle, nice gentle up. We do have a lumpy, frumpy, bumpy here. We're just going to have to periodically check this as we go. So there's a section here because that's starting to come down, right? So what we want to do is probably take out that bit of mountain there because that's causing us havoc. And then we just periodically do this just to marry up with how we're doing. Oh, there was an auto save just as I was doing that. Right, that's looking a lot better through there. Less lumps. Don't confuse a turn for a lump. Sometimes the eye visually confuses a turn for a lump. Now we do have a slight hump here. What I'm willing to try, because there is a slight hump here. Sorry, I'm really eating the microphone today. What I'm willing to try is a little bit of move it tool to page down. Now I don't like to use the move it tool all the time, because it does take away from the vanilla game. But boy, if it's not a handy tool, because, you know, the game sometimes... Look, I come from a very heavy Transport Fever 2 background. I play a lot of Transport Fever 2, you know. So when it comes to building and using mods and building bridges and building roadways, it's completely different. It's completely different style. I've got to be honest, I'm quite happy with that through there. It means now our connection here is actually probably going to be fine. So what I need to do is take this height here. That height potentially there is what we want there. Okay, and then give me that to there. Right, let's see how that goes. Now it is, I understand it's not the most exciting, the old track laying. So we're going to go like that actually. So we're going to come up. And then we're going to swoop back. No, that's not right. We're going to come up like that. No, game. No. Also, no. So we did all right. We got our bridge. We're going to have to bring this one down here further, I think. So take that off. I think it's best we do that. Then we're going to have to, I think what we do, maybe we hook up with that. Let's hook up with this one. Okay, that's fine. There's a slight little... Oh, no. I see I've pear-shaped it all by trying to make it all flat through there. And it's actually inadvertently made it worse. So I kind of want to take all that out again. Without trying to ruin the land too much. Maybe just give me a bit of smoothage, please, because that's everything else is not working. And we might be able to get something here. Basically, I think what we need to do is flatten you from here. Can I just have a bit of size and a bit of strength, please? Because that's where I was sort of really struggling. Yeah, that's better through there. That's got that perfect. Pitch perfect. Take that back that way. No, you're kind of hitching on me. Need you to stay smooth, please. Smooth as. Remember, this is a train line, so train lines are fine to get graded. You've got to remember that. And you know what? If we're working on that premise, then bring this all down to me this way. Okay. So that's the premise we're working on. I can get my train line back in here. Doesn't matter that we're double tracking all of this. No, I don't think it does. I don't think I want to be single tracking it mostly. I want that one to hook up first before I do this other one. This is the sort of trickier one. How have we thought about how do we feel about that? Not so happy, I'll be honest. It's this little section just here. In fact, the bridge probably needs to sort itself out a little bit, but if we just keep fighting it, we'll get there eventually. I mean, that's a little bit better. And then this one should literally feed into that, like that. And we get a nice bend here then, right? Holy moly. No one ever said it was going to be easy. You knew it was going to be hard. You knew it was going to be a difficult thing. Right. And then the easy part should be... Oh, don't say it, Ham. You knew what I was going to say, didn't you? You know, that's not too bad. Like, these generally should be the easiest parts. Right? But they're not, they aren't always the easiest parts, but that's fine. That's exactly what we want there. Okay. Now, what do you got to do now? Put in the motorway? Oh, dear God. Yes. Oh, the bit I was absolutely dreading. We look like we got 3-lane one way. We look like we are. I'm going to go with 10 meters off the ground. I think we're about that. Do you? No, but whatever. I want to go double. Where are you in terms of... Okay, you need a little bit more width. Less width. Okay, so you are that width through there. Right. The easiest way we're going to do this... I keep smacking my chin into the mic. Sorry, I've got to get used to this new microphone. It's do I want it continuous here potentially? And look, I don't know how this is going to go. This is following the shape that you had before, you know, with the slight little wobble in it. Yeah, I think we have to do it though. And at some point we're going to have to drop down. Are we? I mean, that's not brilliant, is it? I would say I've seen worse. All I have to do is just tidy up these couple here and marry those in and we're fine. Okay, That's all probably going to get changed up anyway. What it's giving us is a very nice, big, flat motorway through there. Does it matter that it does a wobbly woo? No. I was going to take that out. In fact, what happens if you just get rid of those power lines and you'll have to re-put the power lines back in and maybe just take that wobbly out? Because I'll be honest, I wasn't super happy with the wobbly section here. So it literally just has to marry that bit up, doesn't it? Yeah. Let's see how that goes. In fact, we just have to go... You might have to take that back to there. And we might do this now. Try that from there. Wait, you have to be square and there. Yeah, that's a bit better. Are you okay with it being 10 meters? Yeah, I am actually. I am actually okay because what you've got is you've got embankments here. Look, the road is actually on the embankment there, and then swoops back around the corner, swoops back around the bend onto the bridge. So all in all, I'm okay with that. It gives us plenty of clearance for things we have to do like train work, more roadway work. We can probably sneak roads up and under here now. We need off ramps and on ramps. We need all that. Okay, what are you going to do here now? Well, we might just have to put in... can we go back to... Take that off. We might actually just have to put in... level crossings. That's a lot of level crossing there. No, you're going to have to pick a point where it's just single track and then single track. And we can level cross that. We're also going to have to work on... In fact, why don't we level cross here? And then we can work on off-ramps and on-ramps. Yeah, it is. It's quite a busy junction, is it not? Okay, so if you just do one here, can I just get my flat tool, please? All this for some friggin' cargo. What I'm trying to do is I'm actually planning for the future as well. That's the difference. I'm trying to plan for our future port that's going to be coming in up here. Because the train line here is going to have to feed into our cargo station here and back up to the port also, right? So they can talk to each other. Yeah, it is. It really is. Okay, try that. We're just putting in, we're just going to make this as simple as possible. This is an industrial area, so it makes no difference when it comes to line work. But then you've got to get over there somehow, Ham. Well, it doesn't matter if there's crossings in here, surely. Like that. You would have them at the skinniest points, but all in all, remember all this painful situation that you put in? Yeah. I mean, what's the road doing now? It's doing it. It's doing it. It's doing it. It's doing it all right. Bring your asymmetrical game here, please. In fact, we're gonna have the asymmetrical work all the way down that road like that. All right. I don't know how busy this road's gonna be, but we are potentially we can pop in some more industrial stuff out this way. Do you want to make that road straight? Yeah, so what you're saying is redo the road and... Yeah, I am. Is there a better place we can form this? Not really. You need it to be there. Oh, that's a lot of crossings there. Yeah, you want to rethink that system? I do. I hate it. I've got a better idea. Keep this simple, Sam. All right. Yeah, it's got a little causeway section there, but that's okay. Later on, I might fix it. I'm just going to bring that road straight down here. Oh, okay. Yep, sure. Without snapping to it. I'm just trying to go for some nice little curved roads in here, so just bear with me for a sec. Just nice little curved corners. Right. Right. If you're wondering why I was doing what I was doing, just so I can get some nice curved bends into there. And that's basically that short little connection we've got there. It still doesn't give us an off-ramp and an on-ramp like we had before. What are you going to do about that? By the way. I will get this. I'd be really interested to know if you've ever seen an off-ramp on the in Australia. Do you know the weird thing? In Australia, this lane, this side of the road is actually this side of the road. So you see the exit lane on this side of the road all the time, but not any inside of the not in between the motorway is what I'm trying to say here. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is you typically wouldn't see this, you know, like that, okay? You typically just would not see that. I know it's really, it's doing my head in. Okay, you can let me know in the comment section down below anyway, because I just don't know. I really just don't know. And we're going to have the like the merge lanes as well. See, here's the thing. In Australia, it's fine for me. I can picture it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that again, but because I want my merge lanes. It's so weird, man. Because here, I'm about to do the same thing on this side. It's such an interesting concept that I've just never even thought about. Right. Sometimes it's just easier to put the merge lane in before you do it. Like, it doesn't look right. In my head, it doesn't look right. But in my head, it works. It doesn't look right, does it? You know what would be better is if that train line was in the middle of the motorway. It doesn't look right. I got to be honest, gang. You can let me, like I said, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm gonna figure out ways that I can probably sort it out later on. But for the moment, it's just it's kind of it's screwing with my head a little bit, you know. I tell you what, we're just gonna slightly start turning you a little bit more from this direction. Remember when I said you sometimes just have to put the motorway in after? Yeah, we're at that. We will get what we want today, team. We will get exactly what we want and what we deserve. And what we deserve, what we deserve is everything we get. Does that make sense? Get it? Got it? Good. That ain't right. Yeah, that ain't right because it's trying to put... See, even the game's like, the merge lane should go on the other side, right? The merge lane should be here, out here, not in there. What are you doing? All right, that's our motorway. Go and oops, go and get your head around that one. I mean, it's an interesting concept. I don't know whether or not I like it. All right. In the meantime, we don't have there's a lumpy, frumpy, bumpy there. I'm not worried because it's probably all going to be reshaped again later. Either way, we've got stuff working. This should all be working in cooperation with that. I did want to plug in some more industrial. I will get that after we get our trains here working. Now, if I get, I'm going to go with industrial. We're going to make these trains nice sort of yellowy industrial color, right? Okay, so we are going to go that one straight out to here. I don't think it matters. And then it's going to come straight back. So that's going to be train number 1, right? Now we are going to have a lot of trains rolling in and out of here. I'll change up the color. Let's get like an orangey one, please. This one's going to head out to this way and back. And then, like I said, when we set these trains up later, look, it probably already warrants having the next, did that work? It probably already warrants having the next set of trains in. I mean, the next platform in, but whatever. We'll worry about that later. We're going to go out to here. Why? Because why not? All right. Does that mean we've got all those lines in? Cargo. Yes, here we go. So cargo rail. So we're going to just call this cargo railway. Actually, I'm just going to leave them route 1, 2, and 3. Purely because that's just what they are. They're literally outside connections. Now, I do want to actually tell these lines, hey, buddy, can you please, maybe we just have one vehicle on it. Right? And I'm going to do the same for all of them. I don't think we need to be going bulk buster trains on everyone. We just need one on each for the moment. We've gone from having none, and I don't think we need 2 at the moment. If they start getting busy and popular, this one wants 3. Well, we're going 1. If they start getting popular and we need more on there, well, we'll get more on there, right? More on. Get more on. More on. You good one, idiot. Okay, this section here, look, this is as far as we're taken to there. I would like to get a little bit more cargo in. Let's hit play and just see how we go. We should have trains roll out of our train station here, I'm hoping. Everything should be working again as well. Oh, there we go. There's our first train. Ha ha ha. So it's our yellow train, and we've got an orange, and we've got a red, right? So they're perfect. They're going to start chugging along now, and hopefully we're going to start working on some import-export stuff, right? Hopefully that's really going to sort of work with us. That's going to head up that way. It's going to go... Let's go on a little ride here, a little track ride. It's going to go through our passenger... It's going to go through our passenger station up here. Past the farms. Oh, past the passenger train. Roll through the station. Oh, there's a bit of a janky turn there. A bit of a janky junction in there. Oh, it's going to switch lines over here. Nope, it's not. Huh. Okay. Oh, I think it wants to go into our... It wants to go into our section first. Right. Not necessarily that it... Destination, cargo, train. Yep, okay. Can I have a look at that route? Yeah, okay. So the route does go all the way. They want to go into the terminal first. Okay, I see what they're doing. Let's see if we're starting to get any cargoes here. We are. We're starting to get some cargoes in here, right? So ready for exportation, transportation, that sort of stuff. So once we get a port in, port's really going to work in conjunction with that. Let's see that roll up in here. Let's also start... Look, we've got this gargantuan mountain here. Do we have any resources in it? Here it comes the train. Let's see if it loads up with anything. It probably won't to begin with. Oh, thanks, autosave. You're the true MVP. And it's got nothing on board. 0, 0 of 0. 0, 0, 0 going on. But it is what it is, all right? I mean, trucks will start coming up and getting in here and dropping stuff off. Oh, we've got... This is what I was afraid of. This flooding, all right? I was really afraid of this flooding. So I'm actually going to take this back. I'm actually going to take that back there. Just so we can stop this flooding happening right now. Okay. Last thing we need is flooding through here. Right. I'm just going to do this for the moment just to stop the flooding through here. Stop the flood. Just stop the flood, baby. I'm going to take that to there. I want to get that height down to here. Yeah. Get that embankment up and get that going through there. Even though I've got that earmarked for cargo, I just don't want the water rolling in. And in fact, we've probably got a low point just here. I'm going to bring that around to there. Like that. Just to help with all the flooding through here, right? Last thing we want is our a new train station flooding. And look at this. This lends itself to a lot of flooding just here. If the banks blow, the banks are going to blow. All right. We don't want the banks to blow. I'm going to, I'm actually going to take that point there. Yeah, we're not quite done. I want to get in some more, cargo. I do want a nice flat section just here for us to continue on some more cargo space. I just wanted to see if there was any resource under the ground just here. Not really. The next resource we've got is oil up there, which is actually not a bad one to try and get our petrochemicals going. But I think we've got the demand for more industrial. So I think what we can do is we can kind of, oh my gosh, we can kind of plug in a heap of industrial up here above this waterway section just here. We can actually make it a feature. Now I'm going to leave this section here for our cargo terminal. I mean, for our extra warehouse that we've got going on here, but it doesn't mean we can't. I put motorway in there, by the way. Highway. Life is a highway, Ham. Please don't sing that to me now. And I'm just going to square this off in here. In fact, I might square that whole section off there and take that road around. So I know that's a lot of earthworks. I'm just going to take this road straight through here. In fact, I'm going to take it from here. Like that. Yep. I'm not going to worry about that road there. I'm going to take this road here like that. And I'm going to grid this up. Nice and gritty. Nice and gritty, hey? Nice and gritty. Are you going to have a connection there? I'm actually not. I might end up sending a road up the back there eventually. But for there, I'm not going to do it. And then I'm going to send this road here up to there. So I'm going to have that there. And then I'm going to have that carve straight through there. And I hate that. So I don't mind that the road bends like that. And I don't mind there's a bit of key wall there. That's fine. But I hate this little section just here. So I'm going to take that out of there. I could really try and get that out of there. I don't mind that you leave some key wall there, whatever, but I don't like that. And in fact, I'm now going to actually just play with this and get that all looking a little bit more hill-like through there. The hills have eyes. Ooh, creepy. And then same there. And then knock that back. It's just a bit extreme. We don't need it to be that extreme. I don't, like I said in the last one, I don't mind a bit of cliff face. You know, it adds a bit of texture as well to the all very green texture that we have going on. And it adds a bit of like, okay, well, there's a bit of a cliff face there, so that's fine. Okay, not everything's perfect in the world. I am not the exception. Right, so we get that. And we've got this cool sort of built-in area just here. What are you going to do? I'm literally just going to paint all this in right now, like that. And that will start chewing up some of that. I do want to get some office spaces down here. I'll be honest. I want to get some of this low office space stuff down here. Maybe even a couple of these up here. Tell you what, because I don't want the buildings that big. Right. I see what you're doing. Yeah, you kind of do see what I'm doing. Right, that one there can go like... Ah, damn it. I always do that. I've got like... I don't even have shaky hands, but sometimes it's because of that thing. Right. You good, Ham? Oh, shut up. We're going to get some high right. Whoa. Are we ever? Okay. Why? Game, why? Did you not pencil it in? Okay. I'm going to redo this. I'm going to do it like this. Okay. Yeah, that's looking a little bit better. Yeah, sure. You want to go with that. And then I'm going to go a flatter one on the inside. I'm also going to get some higher density stuff out here. Okay. And some lower density. And some more higher density. Right. So just as a bit of a thing. Just as a bit of a thing. And then I'm going to couple that by leaving the hill spaces and not building on them so much. But you might think that these office spaces and these retail stores up here, I mean, I know they say they're, look, commercial zones and these offices, they might be these centralized office spaces and the megacorps that own all this industrial land. That's how you can kind of play that off and think of it. I also want to get, because our next upgrade for this train line is on this side over here, so I can actually go ahead and fill a lot of this space in with industrial. So I'm actually going to take you through to there. I'm actually going to bring you out this side too, just because reasons. Okay, and then we probably can't do anything but get maybe a sharp little road down there, right? And we can probably cap you off all the way there with one of those as well. All right, so then that allows me to just go, hey, you want a little bit more of this? There you go. And we're going to start making people happier down here. Now, the closest medical facility is this small medical clinic here. It's at 100% efficiency. It's got 6 out of 25 patients. I mean, we probably could do with a proper medical facility down here, but I'm thinking right now, and vice versa, we've only got a firehouse. How's our network coverage out here too? Here we go. You've got some coverage. Can we do any upgrades to the tower? We can add the wireless network antenna, so we'll go ahead and do that. In fact, you know what? I might go ahead and do that for all of them. I know I've got a bit of a pimple on a pumpkin out here, so we'll go ahead and add that. I'm going to just do this. That one's been done. Do that one. That one's been done. I'm going to do this for all of them. I think that's it then, is it? Has that got the... yes, it does. Okay, it's got all of the things. All right. I'm not going to worry about that too much, but kind of happy about that. And yeah, look at our little office buildings up here that are kind of looking out over our... I actually really... I love that big thing up there. I actually really like our industrial park we've got going on over here. I think it's coming up a treat. Now that we've got the trains rolling up and down this line as well. Oh, look at this. We've got cargo coming in. Look at this. We've got concrete, livestock, metals. We got livestock because we're not actually producing enough. We don't have enough farms going on. So I think next time out, we're going to start getting some more of this land up here and producing some more farms, especially now that we've got a train system down in here. We're not really exporting much, are we? Now that we've actually got the trains going and we're going to have a port down here soon, I think getting some more farms in is really going to lay siege to getting more money, more stuff in, and making people a lot more happy. Yeah, look at these trains just rolling in with a bucket load of stuff. That's a bit wobbly, woo. We can fix all that in another time, though, so it's fine. I really wish we were exporting much. Looks like we're more like we're importing. Yeah, so we'll be importing a lot of this stuff. Chickens, yeah, because we're not producing enough there. Boy, oh boy, we've got a surplus in that. I think lastly, before we go, just while I'm doing my thank yous and P's and Q's and stuff, I'll throw in another medical clinic just here. I do probably need to get some death care in over here. So probably a crematorium needs to probably sit up here or over this way. So we will go ahead and pop that in just because, I mean, look, we're making good money. We need these services because you just never know when something's going to come around the corner and go, bing, bish bash bosh. Have a death wave on your hands, all right? We might get some more police in out here too. Give me a little police community. I like to periodically just put these three little perfect ones are really good for little areas, little communities like this. You know, little medical center, little firehouse, and then I think what we've got to do out here is we've got to put a suburb out here with some low res. So we might bosh in a bit of that next time. All right, gang, so that's pretty much it from me today. That's been plaguing me for a while, getting this done and sorted. It's in. I don't know how happy I am with this. Please, like I said, let me know in the comment section down below. I just think it looks like people would be confused. Like people would be like, hang on a minute. Hang on, I'm going to go off the motorway left. Okay, whatever. But it's purely because we just can't sneak it down here. I can move the whole train line, and I still might. I might even just shift this whole train line over and put the off ramp over there and the on ramp on there. I'll see how we go. But it's interesting anyway. That's it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below about the whole thing. Town and the city is coming along really, really well. Please stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen for plenty more city skylines and Ashburn Coast action. I've been Ham. Get out of here.